Don't turn those. And open the assignment that says annotate bibliography.
So you're definitely going to be doing my digital media contest. Nice. Good.
Okay.
You don't have, just say you don't have. No, I have those.
Yeah, that's why.
To be honest,
Like,
I have.
It's actually a really nice part of the building. It's just that I've never gotten here. Because like in high school, it's always
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I got it. So today we're going to do an annotated video. I'm not going to repeat the conversation with the gentleman. I'm talking to you. Okay. All right, and so I want you, these are your learning objectives. You're going to evaluate sources for credibility, bias, and accuracy. And when I say bias, what exactly am I talking about? How can an argument or article be biased? Genesis, all right, anybody in the room? Then,
Like they're every one side.
okay, then okay, one side more than the other.
Fairly
Ashley,
personal.
their personal opinion, and the word I want you to write down in your notes, the first word is called omission. That's blinding. Omission. It's the annotated bibliography exercise. Did you find it again? Candace, there's a sign up there. Well, the word I want you to write down is omission. Now, what does omission mean, Santiago? Omission. What does it mean, Heather?
Oh, omission?
Yeah.
Probably like something, maybe something.
Okay, anybody else want to help this struggle? All right, Serena. They leave stuff out. Now, why would an author or writer leave stuff out on purpose? Yes, Ashley.
Well, you got like the bad things, so they're personal.
Gotta move your hand, I can't hear you.
So they got like the bad things, so they're.
Okay, you got the bad things. Anyone else? Bailey, what do you think, sweetie? Why would an author omit certain types of information in an article?
To make one side look worse than, to make the opposite side look worse, so you, favor the side they're defending.
Okay, you're exactly right. Isa?
Just synthesizing down to simplify information even further.
Okay,
And
so,
just getting straight to the point.
okay, so the illustration point. Now, if you have an article, should that author present both sides, even if it's not favorable? Yes or no? Who says yes?
What's the question?
Okay, so if you have an author and they're writing an article, say about running red lights in Frisco, Texas, okay? So should they present both sides with good and bad? What does that do for the author?
It shows that they are biased.
Well, they're more credible
Yeah.
because they recognize the flaw, okay? You're also going to synthesize information from a variety of sources. Thank you. You display academic citations, and I'm looking for quoted text. Did y'all get that one? Type this down. She is going to ask for quoted text. Christian, did you write it down sometime? Thank you. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
She's looking for it. Okay, so what is a bibliography? Brandon. Your next big answer.
It's a thing where all of your silent evidence goes.
Exactly, so it's a worksheet, and we created one, yes? All right, then what is an annotated bibliography? Who in the room knows? Anybody? Santiago, do you know? Really, interesting, Matthew? Oh, okay, yes. All right, Diane. Okay, it's kind of like an explanation or a summary of what the article actually says and how you're going to use it in your paper, right? Okay, very good. All right, so here is an example right here of just a straight bibliography citation. And we know what this is. Tucker, where did this one come from? This citation. Can you tell me where it is, where it came from? Right here, sweetheart. You see it? Where did it come from? All right, so it comes from the network. It's actually on a website somewhere. Yes? Is that acceptable for this paper? What do you think? Yes or no? I want one. One. So write this down. She wants one website, one newspaper article, one magazine article. And then I would like either an ebook or possibly a paper book from Mrs. Edwards' library. From the library, from a website from the library. I can't run around. I have to stand still.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's the bad part.
So what are the 4 things I'm looking for this assignment? One website, newspaper article, Evan, magazine, and what's number 4? Ryan. What's the last one, sweetheart? No, where said that one? Where said that one? You said newspaper or magazine. Yes, it is an ebook. Thank you, Ryan. That's amazing. Okay, all right. This is what you need to write down, gentlemen. The annotation, which is the summarization, is 1 to 200 words for each source. How many sentences do you think that is? You start. How many sentences do you think 1 to 200 words actually is? Just take a wild guess. 20. Wow, she's ambitious. How many sentences in a paragraph is Blaine? Not 7. 7's about it. Okay. So usually it's really good to blow it out, right? What, sweetie? One more time. No, not the whole assignment, just the annotation part, the summary. So it's about 5 to 7 sentences total. And if you do a paragraph for me, how many sentences do I actually have? Shh, quiet.
This is exactly why I raised this.
5 to 7, you are correct. Okay. Yeah, that's about 6 to 7 sentences, that's it. Well, thank you. Okay. Quiet, please. All right, it goes beyond just listing sources. Why are you looking at them? Thank you, sweetheart. It explains their relevance, their accuracy, and the word is, what's that last word? Quality. What creates a quality, credible source? Who have I not spoken to? Evan. He says it's an official website. What do y'all think? And Mary? What makes a quality site? It's in LA formatting. How about a scholarly journal article? Where are you going to find that from? Macadamia. You're going to find it in Macadamia. Those are actually credited. Okay? All right. Annotations are for your use and your teachers, your instructors, to help you track and organize your ideas. Matthew, have I lost you? Okay, okay, you good? All right, let's go forward. Okay. The word I want you to focus on is relevance of the words, accuracy, and quality. There they are. We'll look at the relevance, accuracy, and quality. Can I go forward on that? Thank you. All right, so it helps you organize your ideas. It actually makes you think critically about your sources. Are they biased? How credible is it? Also, how old are these sources? Do I need to look for more recent research? That makes your work more credible. And it helps you identify reliable, and again, there's that word, unbiased and useful information. So it actually makes your writing your research paper much easier. So there are 2 parts to an annotated bibliography. What are they, Tucker? Roll the screen, sweetheart.
Like a citation and just.
And what? The annotation,
Yeah.
which is the paragraph below the citation, and it summarizes and evaluates the source. Gentlemen? All right, can y'all see that?
No.
You cannot, I really want you to look at the formatting, Zion. So here, right here, is the actual citation. What else do you notice about this? Sean Zay. What else do you notice about this paper? Y'all see a heading up there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a hanging indent.
A hanging, reverse hanging indentation. Good, Ethan. So remember, what's the number one flaw that y'all have as a group that you don't do? Okay,
Having a reverse.
not having that reverse hanging indentation. I'm sorry?
And how you do
Okay, so actually, this right here, you see that 2002 Daniel, that, you see how it's not up against and underneath the A and L's? Normally, if you put it up against that, that's called a block. All right, but for an MLA formatted citation, you have to take that second line and you have to indent it. How many spaces? Who remembers? Nope.
6.
Nope. 7. Okay, there we go. All right. So whenever you copy and paste it, it just puts it in and it's got a block up against it. So it moves this little line right here all the way. Gentlemen. All right, and so you need to make sure you go in there. And this question was, how do you do this, Ms. Blair? Remember, if you put the cursor right here after that comma, right next to it, you hit, what was the tab? What is the thing you hit? It's enter, and then you hit your space bar 7 times. Works every time like a charm. Yes, Diane. You can hit tab, but it doesn't always, it has to line up. You have to be careful. So if your instructor, Diana, says, I want 8 tabs in, how are you going to get that instructor? They want you to put it in, and they want 8 spaces on the left. The reason why I'm telling you that is I actually had an instructor who had a little measuring tape, and he measured. And if I gave him 10, he counted off. So whatever they say, Diana, you need to do it, okay? All right, do y'all see what this looks like? Yes?
All right, guys. So, Ms. Blair has already gone over, how to do your annotated bibliography, all that. So, my purpose here today is basically to help you with your worksheet, okay? Because that's the assignment that you have.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
want to provide you with basically some help with getting focused on how to do it, okay? Making it faster for you. That's part of my job, okay? So, let's see here. I'm going to go through this part kind of fast because you guys are English 3. You should know about how to access the database that we use and everything. So we're just going to do this real fast. So I want you guys to follow along, okay? Here we go. I want us to get into Mac and Via. So you can get in by just going straight to the Mac and Via website. You can do it through the library website. Just follow along with me, okay? If you go to the website, the library website, you can type in Titan Library Frisco, and that will pull it up. So if you want to do it through that way, that's totally fine.
So you just go through here.
Yep. So once you're on the Titan Library website, if you scroll down, look here, it says Research. Click on Research. Scroll down, and you're going to see Mac and Via. Like I said, you can just go straight through the Mac and Via website, or you can do the library. So click on that. Click on Mac and Via. Everybody get into Mac and Via. So, hey, just a quick reminder, guys. When you're typing in Centennial, there's a ton of Centennial schools.
You only want to choose the
So
Frisco one.
you want Centennial Frisco.
Yep.
Make sure you're doing that one. Use your user ID. I have to put mine in like this because I'm librarian, so it's a little different, but you're going to do it. You're going to just use your regular school ID and password, okay? So go ahead and get into Mac and Via. Okay, So everyone should be on the Macambia website. And I want you to look up here in the upper left-hand corner where it says Explore. This is where you need to go. Click on the arrow, go to Databases, and this is where you're going to find all of our databases. Now, in the past, we used to have more. We just don't have more anymore. So this is what we have. We got what we got. We're going to use it. Okay. So here are the options that we have now available to Frisco students. So Britannica, that is an encyclopedia, digital theater. Here are some ebooks because you're going to need to. I think you're going to have to use ebooks. Here's Galen Context Global Issues. So that's more, let's say, if you were doing a speaker, Abraham Lincoln, you can put in Abraham Lincoln and Civil War and criticism. Okay, so that's more the global. You can do Galen Context High School. That's really great because it deals with, basically, it's helping you with what the stuff that you're basically going to be searching is meant for high schoolers. Middle school, skip it. World history, that's going to be good for you too, because then you could type in, say, if you're doing Hawthorne, you can do Hawthorne and morality. So that's history. ProQuest is basically just like Galen Context. It's just another issue. The Tumble books, skip that. That's for the little kids, guys. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Some other options is, which I'm not going to show you because it's not through Frisco, but I'm just going to tell you about it. What you can do, kind of like what Ms. Blair already talked about, if you are at Collin for dual credit, if you have a brother or sister who's at like a UNT or whatever university, if you have some kind of access to a college level of library where you can use their databases, then do it, okay? Because that's another option where you can basically ask your brother or sister to log in with using their username and password, and then you can utilize their library, and their library has way more databases than we do, okay? That's one option. You can also access EBSCOhost if you are in dual credit. Okay. You also can use TextShare. TextShare basically is like having a library card to all of Texas. But keep in mind that if you want to use TextShare, you have to have a library card with Frisco Public or with McKinney Public Library. Okay. And then you have to go to them, and then they would then give you access to TextShare. Okay. So it's a little more work, but it's an option. All right. So those are some options for you guys. So let's go ahead. We're going to focus on Galen Context High School. So go ahead and click on that. Yep, you're going to go to Explore.
Oh, God.
And then click Databases. Yeah. And now scroll down to Galen Context High School. Doesn't want to get in. So get in there. Okay. So you guys should have already seen this website before. This should not be anything new, but I'm just going to do a quick, very quick review. Okay, so you've got your search bar up here, your advanced search. If you scroll down, here's some topics that they give you to browse. These are just some options. If you were to click on a link, then it gives you even more topics to browse. We're not going to do all that because that's not the type of thing we're doing right now, but I'm just showing you. Okay. Excuse me. Up here, you see where it says, well, these are just some different things you can use, but see where it says get link? See how I'm circling that? It says get link. You will need to use that once you find your article. I'll talk about it a little bit later, and Ms. Blair has already mentioned that, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start with a search. So I'm going straight into advanced search. Let's not do a regular search because if you put in just a name, it's going to give you a ton of results. So I am going to do my search with Sojourner Truth. Now, let's get into the Boolean operators. You guys remember those? You remember those Boolean operators?
that's the thing in
You guys
CS
remember
or
there
whatever.
and? What's
And-
the other
and.
one? Or what's the other one?
1-0.
And or and. It begins with an N. Not. Very good. Okay. So let's start with and. All right. So I'm gonna do Sojourner Truth and women's rights. And this is just an example. Okay, I'm using and. So what does this do? What does the and operator do for us? Does it broaden our search or narrow our search? I heard both. Which one is it? Narrow. Yes, it narrows our search. It looks for just the specific terms that you have put in. All right. Okay. So before I click on search, I just want to show you a little bit down here, some search limiters where you definitely want, where it says full text, you want that, okay? Peer reviewed. We want to click on that because we want articles that have been peer reviewed. What does peer reviewed mean? Yeah, it's, you said already been, what? Yes, it's already been reviewed by like maybe a university, someone in the university or something like that. Okay? Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do my search. Okay, so just keep in mind. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. Give me a second. I'm going to take off that limiter. Give me a second. I'm going to type it again because I just want to show you guys options that you have up here. This is just for the sake of showing. Okay, here's what I want to show you at first. So when you're doing a search, the nice thing is at the very top up here, how I'm circling it, it gives you a bunch of options. They're like, hey, we've got some magazines you can read, we've got some newspapers you can read, there's some academic journals if you want. It's really nice because they're like, look at all these different options. What would you like? All right. So let's say I'm like, I want to have an academic journal. Nope, that's not. Why is it not pulling up what I want? Hold on. Actually, before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose. Let me find my article. Oh, now I remember. I wanted a magazine. I'm going to do a magazine. Because this is an interesting one. Okay, so I'm going to do the Ain't I a Woman magazine article here. Let's look at this one. Okay. So now I'm like, ooh, this looks like a good title. I think I want to maybe do this particular article. Yay. So I want to show you a couple of things. Take a look up here at the top. Cite. It allows you to cite the article. Okay. Send to. It allows you to email it. Okay. Again, the get link. That's something that you're going pointed out again. That's something that you're going to need. That's going to be on your assignment. Okay. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Okay, now this is just for your personal thing, right? Here you can change the font size if you want it, font size if you want it bigger, if you want it smaller. Here you can listen. Sometimes I don't feel like reading and I love listening. And so I can just hit listen and I can actually just have them read it to me. It feels so like, okay. So let's say you're like, ooh, I really like this article. I want this to be saved. Send to Google Drive. Ms. Blair's already told me that you guys have a folder, right, in your Google Drive, your English 2 unit, your English 3 unit 2 folder. So guess what? This is going to go where? Exactly, it's going to go to that folder, okay? Okay, and then other options, you email it, you can download it, you can print it. You cannot print here in the library, so just letting you know now, all right? Okay, if you take a look over here in the explore area, the nice thing is it gives you a little source mining, okay? Source mining is where basically you can take one source and you can get other sources so you don't have to do as much work. Guess what? They're doing work for you. You see where it says view all related articles? If you like this article, they're like, hey, we've got some other articles that are good for you too. So then that way you don't have to do your search again. All right? And let's say you're like, okay, I'm reading, I'm loving this. This is so good. I'm going to use this article. Yay. Hey, here's my citation. It already tells you MLA, all you have to do is copy and paste it. You guys don't even have to like type it out. That easy for you. They do all the work for you basically. All you have to do is read. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna go back up. Make sure. Just one more thing. I didn't. It's not a big deal. If you want to highlight, you can also highlight it, but that's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to go back into our advanced search. Okay, so I'm not going to. We're not going to do another search, but let's say I wanted to use or. That's how I change it over here. Okay, you just click on the arrow. I can change it to and, or, and not. Okay. So, quick reminder with or, does it expand or does it narrow our search? It expands, okay? So, if I was to put in Frederick Douglass and I was to put in Sojourner Truth, it would find all the Frederick Douglass, it would find all the Sojourner Truth, okay? And then what if I was to do not? What does not mean? Yeah, so basically it takes it out, it eliminates it. So if I said Sojourner Truth but not children's books, then it wouldn't give me any children's books that had Sojourner Truth in it. Okay? So very easy. All right, guys, let's get into Google. I want you guys to go to Google Scholar. Okay, so with Google Scholar, um, you can go ahead and just put your Boolean operators right into your search. So, for example, I'm doing a search on Ray Bradbury and dystopia. Okay, so I just went ahead, put it in, and it pulls up a whole bunch of articles, scholarly articles. Okay. Okay, so typically, and I know you probably have been taught this already, when you're in Google Scholar, what's a good way to filter? Look over here to the left. What's a good filter that you should use? Yeah. Sort by. Okay, so date, right? Or sort by date, right? But in this particular case, because you're looking for articles that may involve like some older authors and speakers and something like that, that one you may not want to worry about. Okay, so let's just take a look at this first article, and I'm like, ooh, this looks like this could be a good article. And I come over here to this PDF and I'm like, yay, this PDF right here is telling me PDF. It tells me that it is what? Available or not available to me? Available, exactly. This is available to me. So I can click on it, it's in PDF form, I can read it or download it or whatever. Okay, great. Now, let's scroll down. Look at this one, the Utopia one. This has no PDF. It says nothing right here. What does that tell me? It's not available, and I would have to do what? I would have to pay for it. Exactly. Okay. Now, a little trick. If, like I said, you're in college or you have a brother or sister in college or whatever, and you can actually, there's like a way where you log in to Google using their username and password. You can access, if their school has access to that database or whatever, the Google Scholar, they actually can give you like access to that particular article. Does that make sense? So like on the side, you see how it says like .net? Let's say you were at, your brother or sister was at UNT. If you log in with their username and password into Google, it will say like, I don't know, it would say unt.edu or whatever. Basically saying, hey, you have access to this. We paid for this because you're logged in as a student. Does that make sense? So that's just a little trick around it, all right? Okay, so let's take a look over here. Let's say I'm like, oh yeah, I like this article. I want to use it. It's wonderful. If you click on cite right here, it gives you the citation. You guys don't even have to figure it out, all right? And then cite it by. It allows you to do a little source mining there where you're like, hey, there's some other articles that use this article. So it's doing some of the work for you. You click on it and you get to see what other articles are out there that talk about this. Less work for you. Yay. Okay? And also related articles do the same thing. That's source mining as well. All right? So that's our Google Scholar. Okay. I want to make sure I got everything covered. Okay, let's get back into Galen context because I want to help you with your assignment. Okay, so your assignment, the worksheet. Yes, everyone knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Open it. If you don't have it open, open it. Okay? This annotated bibliography worksheet. Open it. I'm going to help you with the first source. Okay. So I'm going to use my example, but you're going to kind of have to do your own as you're following along with me. I'm just kind of showing you where to get the information from. Don't write what I write because I'm using mine. You have to use yours. Okay? So I'm going to get out of all this. Okay. So for this first one, I would say, so the first source is scholarly journal article, right? I would say use your Galen Context high school database, okay? Okay. So my person is going to be Abraham Lincoln. I don't know who your person is, but if you want to work on your person right now while we're doing this, that's probably a good idea. That's not what I wanna do. So go ahead, put your person in. I'm putting Abraham Lincoln. I'm using my Boolean operator as you should as well. Abraham Lincoln, and he's famous for his speeches. So I'm gonna put in speech because that's who I'm doing. I'm gonna do my search. Now, since Ms. Blair is asking you to do a scholarly journal article, I'm going to tell my database, hey, just take a second, look right here where I'm circling. Just take a second, look at the screen, look where I'm circling. I want you to make sure you make sure full text documents is clicked, make sure peer reviewed journals is clicked. For this specific one, make sure they're both clicked. Did you guys get that? Did you guys get it? Yes? Okay. Okay. So those are my two filters that I have. Okay. I got those clicked. Now I'm like, okay, now I've got some academic journals. Which one do I want? Oh, I'm going to pick this one. Now, this is the part where I know I'm going to be flipping back and forth, but this is how I'm showing you how to fill out your form, okay? Okay, we're back in the form. We need a scholarly journal article. The author. This is where you find the author. I'm circling.
Yes.
This is where you're going to find the author, okay? She wants you to point out the author's credibility. Guess what? All you have to do is type in peer-reviewed article. Because why? It's a peer-reviewed journal. All you have to do is type that in. I just gave you the answer. All right. Date. The date is right here underneath the author's name. That's where you're going to find it. The title. Nice big letters right here up top. They give you the title. Super easy. Okay, main idea. Now, what you would have to do is actually read your article and come up with the main idea yourself. Okay? So this is what she's already showed you. I'm just showing you again, but I'm just showing you where to find everything.
Where's the
Quote.
author's credibility?
Credibility, the credibility is peer-reviewed article because it was peer-reviewed. If you clicked peer-reviewed, then we know that's what makes it credible because it was peer-reviewed. Does that make sense? So all you have to do is type that in. Just type in peer-reviewed article. Okay, so we did main idea. Quotes. So you, of course, are going to look at your article, find the quote. Don't forget this part. Don't forget the citation part. You need to put in the author's last name and that page number, okay? She wants you to put in an MLA citation. Guess what? Super easy. Go back to your article, scroll all the way down to the bottom of your article. There it is right there. All you have to do is select it, paste it right there. Takes 2 seconds. Okay? Okay. Then she says notes and source URL. The notes part, you come up with the little note of whatever it is. I wrote, the author uses Abraham Lincoln's speech to show modern speakers how to choose words that connect with both the mind and the heart. That's my note. Now, this is what you need to pay attention to. She wants the URL. Remember how I said up here where it says get link? There's your link. Click on it. Paste it down right there. There you go. Super easy. And then how will this be used in your project? You have to write that yourself. Think about it, and you can start off. This article will show, and then you say the rest, okay? All right, so before I let you go, one more very nice thing that I did for you guys is I just showed you this first one, but there's more that she wants you to do. So what I did, if I can maybe get someone to help me pass these out. What I did was I created a cheat sheet for you guys, okay? Basically with the cheat sheet, so let's say for example, she wants you to have a source that is a newspaper article. I told you which database to use and some examples of search terms that you could use. So you don't even have to think about it. I told you where to go, okay? So just use your cheat sheet to help you with your worksheet. So for the counter argument article, for example, you see on the sheet, on your worksheet, number 4, that's what she wants you to do. I put on here that you're going to use the Galen Contest Global Issues. That's in Macromedia. Okay? So use the rest of this time to finish doing number 1. Okay? Figure out, whoever you're doing, either the speaker or the author, and figure out what article you would like to include. The faster you can do that, then I can come and help you, or Miss Blair can come help you as well. I'm going to.
Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, please come and sit down.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Edwards.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so who needs some help?
I still can't.
Oh, well, I can hold on. Let me come around that way.
Okay.
Can you scoot up for me so I can get by you? Okay, so you're doing Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Okay, so where's your worksheet? Can you get into your worksheet?
Okay.
Oh, I said no, bro.
Okay, so let's look. So author's credibility, remember I said peer-reviewed article, so you can just type peer-reviewed. Can you make it a little brighter so I can see it?
All right.
Thank you. Okay, so the title of your source. Okay, so now this is where you're gonna have to actually read. Go back to your article.
What about the MLA citation?
So remember, go all the way down to the bottom. Select. Hit select. And then copy. Yep.
And paste.
And paste it. Oh wait, but no, you want to put it. Paste
Wait,
it
wait,
in.
wait.
Yeah. There you go. Paste it in
Oh,
there.
okay. I was-
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. And the other part is just you have to figure that part out for yourself. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Let's go.
Here will help you. So should you waste time visiting with your neighbors? Okay. I warned you.
Oh, did you have your hand up? Oh.
Wait, can you see yourself? Yeah.
You don't know him like that. That was my week. You don't know you can I change my place?
Who do you want to work on? Okay, that's good. All right, that's fine. If you want to change him in your research.
Well, I already submit the research.
You just say Abraham.
No, it says
Amy Claire. Okay, Abraham. That's good. So that's fine. Just gotta find all this information. Ladies and gentlemen, please push your chairs in. If you have trash on the floor, I'm looking at Ryan. Pick it up.
Hey, Nico, let me work with you.
Hey, I'll apply for the part time, then I'll message you, and then you'll help me type shit.
My friend. It's on campus. Have you ever submitted an assignment on campus? Just go in there and submit your- Just go ahead and work on it, and when you get after class, I'll show you how to submit. Okay? Helpful? Come on. Oh, she's gonna take you to the machine. I'll be right there on it, keeping them on. Yes, there we go. So we can align.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow, and
Yes,
we
ma'am.
will. We'll do this over again. Thank you. Oh wait, is this belong to your
I
student?
think it's Matthew
The
Wilcox,
headphone.
so I'll take it with me. Oh, and I left my sweater. And I'll get here early tomorrow before class starts, so that I can get this pulled up.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
struggling.
it is a little. It's slow. It's just is what it is.
All right.
Thank you. I forgot about you. You're so quiet and working hard. You were locked in.